Okay, students, let's go ahead and continue doing a few practice problems with the mean. We're going to review the mean and talk about what is the definition. The definition of the mean is the average, okay? It is the average. How are the mean and median and mode helpful in describing data? Okay. So it is the average of a set of data. A set of data are multiple numbers. One piece of those numbers is considered a piece of data, an item, and then the other is considered the data set. Okay, so as we mentioned before, the mean of a data set is the sum, which is addition, of the data that is divided by the number of pieces. So I'll show you this real quick here. Okay, so let's go ahead and looking at this right here, we have the mean of data set is the sum of the data divided by the number of pieces. It is the balance point for the data set. So the balance meaning like it's the middle, the average, okay? It's kind of like if you get somebody who has a height, and say you have somebody who is 6 foot and somebody who's 3 foot, and someone who is 5.5 or say 4.5 or 4. So you look for that middle medium, okay? You look for the little middle medium. All right, so let's go ahead and just do a couple of practice ones here. So let's look at this data set that we have right here. This is from the independent practice, so obviously you will not be getting this for homework today. For work, I'm going to give you something else. But I really like these charts because I think that these are true examples of how you would use these in real world problems. In this case, we're talking about Pablo's chapter test. So let's go ahead and let's bring this just slightly closer for you so we can read this. There we go. And then I'll go ahead and decrease it. So here we have. So let's look at this. This is a table here. These are graphs. Pablo's chapter test scores. So right here on this side we have his scores. It says the percentages. Starts at 0, goes from 80 to 84 to 88, 92, and then 96. Those are his scores. Down here are the chapters. In chapter 1 he received an 87%. Chapter 2 he received 93%. Chapter 3 he received 86%. Chapter 4 he received 90%. And then chapter 5 he received 84%. So they want you to find the mean or the average of Pablo's scores. And let's even say these are his math scores. That will make it even more exciting, okay? So let me go ahead and put this right here so we could see that. All right, and remember when you're calculating the mean, you're going to calculate according to the number of data by adding all the data up, and then you take the number of data, pieces of data, and divide it into that total number that you have. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my data right here. So we're going to go, we have 87, okay, then we have, let me make sure the focus is focused here for you. There we go. We have 87, 93, 86, 90, and 84. Let's add this up here. Use a calculator. Okay, students, here we go. I have 87 plus 93 plus 86 plus 90 plus 84 equals 440. 440. Okay, so now I'm going to take, that 440, and I'm going to count my pieces of data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5. So now I take the 440, okay, I divide it by the number of pieces of data set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because I already have my 440 here, I'm going to just divide it by 5. So 88%. So now remember, the question was, let me raise this here. The question was, find the mean for each data set. So this was Pablo's test scores. We called it math. He took 5 tests, and out of all 5 tests, his average score was 88%. And we know that 88% students is very close to an A, so he received a B+. So that's the percentage that Pablo received on the total of 5 test scores. And all we did was add the number up, then divide it by the total pieces of data set. So this is the total number here, total of all data okay, and this down here in blue is the number. Let's do this. The number of pieces of data. There we go. Whoops. Let me go ahead and erase this. The number of pieces of data, that's what that is. Okay? So you see that, students? Excellent. There we go. All right. I'm going to pause and do another one. Okay, students, I'm back. Let's go ahead and do another problem. We're going to find the mean of the number of flowers in this data set. So let's kind of view our information that we have here. They're going starting at number 10 to 18. There's nothing in 10 or 11, and there's nothing in 18. We have 2 flowers at 12, we have 1 at 14, and we have 2 at 15, and then we have 1 at 16. So when we write our data down, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it lengthwise. 2 at 12, I'm going to go 12 plus 12 plus 14 plus 2 15s plus 1 16. So I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Confirm that I have them all. That's correct. I'm going to put my line here. What's the number of pieces of data set that I have? Let me make sure that I focus this for you. There we go. I have 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a total number of 6. So I'm going to divide it by 6. There we go. This is pieces of data. And that's going to be the total. So let's go ahead, scoot this over here some, and total these up. 12 plus 12 plus 14 plus 15 plus 15 plus 16 equals 84. So I have 84 total divided by the 6 pieces. And my answer is 14. So the average number of flowers is 14, is the average or the mean. Okay, and all I did was take the total number. Always remember, when you have a number line, you're going to count each one on that number, okay? Each one on that number. Perfect. Thanks, students. Okay, students, we're back. Let's talk about this one right here. This is one of those where there's missing data, and we're going to find that 9th piece. So let's go ahead and let's read it. Put this right here. Yes. Okay. So Jamila babysat 9 times. So we're going to put this, she babysat 9 times. She earned $15, 20, 10, 12, 20, 16, 80, 18. Okay. How much did she earn the 9th time if the mean of the data set is 24? Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll add these up. And we need to find out, first of all, what that missing piece is. The first step you do, so step 1, this is called finding the missing data piece. Okay, so the step 1, what you want to do is you want to take how much did she earn the 9th time if the mean of the data set is 24. So they're saying the total of all of these numbers plus that 9th one that we don't know about has an average of $24. You need to do, if you remember back in example number 4 that we worked on, you have to take the mean that they gave you, which is 24. So take the mean $4, and because we have a total of 9, because they said we're looking for the 9th one, a total of 9 pieces of data, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the 9th one. So let's go ahead and even actually put that right in here. Okay, actually I'll put it right here, data set. We have, I'm going to put them even in order too. We have, not that it really matters, but we have $10. Okay, cross, have $12. Okay, we have, let's cross these off as we go along. $10, $12, and it's 15, 16, we have an 18, and we have 2 20s. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm missing one. Let's make sure. We have the 15, we have the 20, the 10, the 12, the other 20. Oh, forgot the 80. There we go. So we have a total of 8. But because we're looking for a 9th one somewhere here, let's just say it's got to be an average because it says the average is 24. So we're looking for the 9th one. We'll put here. 9th piece of data missing.
We have 8 plus 1 is 9. So we go ahead and we take the mean that they gave us and we multiply that by 9. "24 times 9 equals 206. So that's actually the total number that we would get times the 24. That should give us an average. So now we total all of these. So this is the mean multiplied by the number of data. Oops, I don't know if I spelled that correctly. Pieces of data. There we go. Okay. We want to make sure, let's total all of these, okay? I'm going to put a total. We don't know what this 9th piece is yet. 10 plus 12 plus 15 plus 16 plus 18 plus 20 plus 80 equals 191. So the total here of these 8 pieces is 191. So we take, step 2, you add up the data you have. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and put this up, what we're doing here. There we go. Now we're going to go, so this is step 1, this is step 2, and this is going to be step 3. Okay, now take total from step number 1 and subtract it from step number 2. It's going to look like this. Number 1 is 216. Okay. I want to get this so you could see it pretty good. There we go. Minus step 2, which is 191. And your answer is 216 minus 191 equals 25. So this is your 9th piece of data. And because it's somewhere in between here. So they're saying the 24 is the average. They already figured that out. Because we're looking for finding the missing piece of data. This isn't totaling all the numbers and finding the mean. They already gave us the mean. We are looking for, and we found it. And we know that it's 25 is a great number because we can check our work. Let's go ahead and take this to check your work. This is what you'll do. I'm going to put that over here. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to take this total number, so you're going to take step 1, 216, and you're going to divide it by your number of pieces of data, which are 9. And let's see if we get this mean that they said it should be. And there it is, 24. That's how we know that this 25 is correct, because we totaled all of them. We totaled all of them. And that's how we know that that is correct. Okay? This is a tough. I'm going to give you one for homework, and because I really want you to practice this, students. Just remember the steps. Look at these steps. View them. Okay? Let me go ahead and make this a little more easier for you to see, and this way you can actually this question here. There we go. And then you can see what that looks like. Okay? So this one is finding the missing data piece. Remember that. Remember, you're going to read your work. This is finding it. This isn't easy like the other ones where you just add up everything by the number of data. In this case, you were looking for a piece of missing data. Okay? Just remember the steps. Remember to look at everything and remember the steps. Excellent.